Hello everyone, this is Big Ed 2008 and this is the 1/100 No Grade Strike Gundam GAT-X105, piloted by Kira Yamato. To start with, as you can see, this Gundam is in pieces. I recently acquired a new Gundam marker. My first, I might add. So this one. It is a GM01 black fine line Gundam marker. Now I've used it to mark many of the parts. As you can see, most of the parts here. Back of the hands, side of the arms, upper arm. I did a little bit of remarking of the helmet, front of the shield, and back of the shield. I did do some repanel lining on this, but because it's essentially a red dark grey with white, it didn't shine up very well. It's the same with the torso. I highlighted it along the edges here and here, a little bit on the abdomen there, under the cockpit, and a little bit on the back, but again, because of its primary colours being dark blue, red and white and grey, it didn't show up particularly well. Now this first part is going to go over individual segment articulation. In other words, the foot articulation and leg articulation, the arm, shoulder and upper arm articulation, the waist articulation in regards to skirt, the backpack articulation, and then I'll go over elements and main colours. Right, we'll start with the foot. Now, this, as you can see, is the leg unit. If you're looking at it straight on, it would be the left leg. Now, as you can see, I've highlighted and panel lined it. The basic colours are red, white and dark grey. Now the articulation, it bends at the knee to that point. Now if you watch carefully, there's two joints, one inside here and one inside here. So if you're careful, you can bend it back like that to get a slight pose, pull it all the way down, and you get a fair old length. Now the feet are mounted on a sort of pseudo unusual ankle joint. Again, it has 2 points of articulation, one inside the ankle there and a small ball joint inside the foot. So you get that movement and the toe tips down like that. Push it forward, that comes up and it will go up that far, almost like it's standing on a heel. Now as you can see, the ankle guard has motion up and down. There is no side to side motion. The foot is, as I said, on a ball joint, so you've got a little bit of left and right. If you're lucky, you can probably squeeze it about that far. It goes forward and back again because of the ball joint. Now the arm has an elbow joint which will bend it that way, which is a single 180 bend. The wrist and hand are on a ball joint, so you've got the traditional wrist wiggle, to be honest. The shoulders, are on a separate joint, two holder pegs inside there, so it moves independently. It can fold against the arm, and obviously when it's not attached to the mobile suit, it goes that high. Now the torso has, believe it or not, some articulation. The pegs here and here for the shoulders move forward. We'll move forward that far. Same with that. There is no other articulation on this at all. As you can see, this is the laser rifle. The back of the hand comes off and the weapon can be pulled in and out. It does have armor schneiders, two small blades, which at the moment are in my Gundam bits box, so I will eventually be finding them. Now this is the AL Striker pack. Now for all those who are familiar with the series, the AL Striker pack is attached onto the backpack there of this mobile suit. It has 4 thrusters, 1, 2, 3, 4. The articulation on this is basic. I'm pretty sure the master grade is probably not a lot better anyway. So you can push the thrusters out like that, spread them wide, push them right down, they can flip right the way around. Push them back. Now the beam sabers, two handles here. The beams, there are no beams that came with this model. If I wanted to use a beam saber, then I would have to use a 1/100 beam from one of my master grade kits. As at the moment they're currently all being used, I can't use them, so these go into there, a small hole in the top. They essentially just sit there. There's no supporting peg. As I pointed out, the main colours on this are a small gold stripe in there, dark grey, red, white, and a sort of metallic-y sticker. The shield, as you can see, is pretty much a standardised Gundam Seed shield. Has yellow, large red part, trimmed with white, obviously panel lined by me. The head, so if I can bring it in so it's in focus, is quite small. I painted the eyes, I panel lined it. My panel lining skills are limited because this is the first sort of 1/100 I've panel lined, but I used the new Gundam marker, so I'm hoping it will stay quite solidly. Colours for this are obviously Gundam main white for the main head, red for his chin, under eyes, yellow for his antennae, and a light blue sticker for his camera, forehead camera. There. Now, he did have a really thin one for the back, but because the hole for the camera is so small, I didn't bother using it. Right, that is the parts and colours. Oh, I'll show you the hip articulation in the next part as I'm running out of time. Hopefully by then I'll also be able to find the armor Schneider blade. So, this is Big Ed 2008, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye bye.